Sup, you sons of bitches. I don't know if you can see this, but I am back in the bubble. Finally, after what feels like, I don't know, a billion years. I'm back to the hip. And I'm going to touch down on Cooper Survey. And I'm going to sell a whole bunch of exploration data. Now, it's not going to be as much as the first time I went out. Because back then, I was like scanning everything and just kind of being more diligent about scanning. I think this thing is he's gonna try and interdict me. I just know it, and he's gonna do it because I'm in this big ass tub. But if you remember the first time, I was out there and I was scanning like every star I jumped to and running off and scanning a whole bunch of planets. And this time, all I was doing was using like the D scanner, and if I saw an interesting planet, like if I thought it was a water world or an Earth-like or an ammonia world or something like that, I'd go check it out. So it's going to be considerably less money this time. But that's okay, because I don't need a shit ton of money. Now, this video itself probably going to be visually a little boring. And I'll tell you why. I've got a lot of things to talk about. I didn't set a timer. I don't know how long this video is actually going to get. But we're going to get down to Cooper Survey, and I'm just going to like chat at you while I'm selling my data. Let you know where I've been, what I plan to do now that I'm back in the bubble, and essentially like why I've been away from Elite for so long. I know that last time I did a video, I was like, guys, I'm starting a new, it's like we're starting over with the numbers, and I'm going to try and make it a semi-regular thing, and then just shit happened. But now, I'm serious. It's time to get regular again. So, for those of you that have stuck around, and I'm going to assume most of you have because my sub count hasn't really fluctuated downward very much. It's been going up, which is good. But who knows? I mean, I've done some other stuff that I've probably gotten some subs from, so I can't accurately say if all of you have stuck around. Hopefully this was a nice surprise in your sub box or your recommendeds or whatever. It's like, holy shit, RC came out with a new Elite video. But here's the deal. I was going to cut until I was down on Cooper Survey, but it's been so goddamn long that I've landed. And I'm in this giant limousine. So it might actually be kind of funny if I don't make it. So here we go. Is that on the other side? Oh no, it's not. I am screwing up already. We're gonna have to do a pass. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a pass. So here's the deal. Here's why I've been away from Elite so long. It's not because I was burnt out. It's not because I was tired of the game. It's not because of any dumb reason like that. There are a couple reasons. And one of them, I think you might understand. And that's, while exploring is super cool and all, it is very hard to make content that is interesting. Yeah, it's on the other fucking side. It's very hard to make content that is like interesting, for me anyway, on a second exploration voyage. It's like way on the other side. Oh, this is what happens, guys. No, get back out into space, homie. I'm gonna stop, and we're gonna take stock of where the hell we are. So it got to the point where like, yeah, I could just make these talky episodes, but that would require me to like find something to talk about. And if I can't find something to talk about, then I feel bad because the episode's going to be stupid. So I was like, you know what, guys?
Orbital flight engaged.
No, don't engage orbital flight yet. You know what? Fuck it. Let's engage orbital flight. It's right the hell there. So I was like, you know what? I mean, I'm just gonna do other stuff. So I started doing other stuff. So here's the deal. Also, in January, everybody makes these resolutions and whatnot. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do with my channel. Playing like new games that come out, while super fun for me, doesn't really do well on the channel. So I was like, I'm going to stop doing that until this channel is bigger. And I'm going to play the staples. I'm going to play Subnautica. I'm going to play Elite. I'm going to play Darkest Dungeon. And I'm going to do videos on those while maybe not daily, maybe in like a staggered kind of rate or whatever. And on the side, I will play the games that I want to play. Right? And I was like, and it'll be easy because I'm always editing and I'm always rendering and uploading. And those, I can't record while I'm rendering because my laptop's fan goes crazy and you guys hear that because I render on a separate machine than I play. So I was like, I'm going to start playing games while rendering that I don't plan on recording. You know, oh, I'm going way too fast. And that was the plan. So I tried to put that into... I better slow the fuck down. I tried to put that into practice immediately with Final Fantasy 15, right? But I have been waiting for Final Fantasy 15. Oh, hold on. I want her to greet me. Thank you. Thank you, lady. Thank you. It's been so long. So I was like, I'm going to do this with Final Fantasy 15. But I have been waiting for Final Fantasy 15 for a decade, right? So when I started playing it while rendering, I don't remember what the hell video, because it was a while ago now, I was like, actually, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, and it turned into, I don't feel like rendering right now, or like editing. I just want to play. I'll play for another hour, and then I'll do my editing. And then it turned into, I'll play for another 2 hours, and I'll do some editing. And then it turned into, a week later, I had finished the game, put about 116 hours into it, and I didn't even release a video that entire week. So I was like, fuck. Like, I don't know, why did I do this? I can't do this anymore. I actually have to make videos. So I was like, all right, well, I finished Final Fantasy 15, and you know what, Final Fantasy 15, like, oh shit, man, it's been so goddamn long. Oh, don't you tell me stuff like that. All right, well, I guess we're going to sit here for a second and talk. So Final Fantasy 15 kind of reminded me a lot of like Witcher 3, just the open world and all that stuff. And I was like, I have never finished Witcher 3. So I'm going to play The Witcher 3 while I'm rendering other videos. So I started making Subnautica videos. And like, oh. Let me. Thank you. Land on designated pad number 07. Okay, so I started playing Witcher 3, and I was making some Subnautica videos. And then, I was like, holy shit, I remembered how awesome this game is. And by the way, The Witcher 3, if you haven't played it, but you like open world games, seriously, get on that shit. It is like a masterpiece. I don't remember my landing gear button. That is not it. Get those out of there. There we go. So I started playing The Witcher 3, and the same fucking thing happened. I'd be like, look, I'll edit later, and I'll just play a couple more hours, do a couple more quests. And then a week later, I have finished The Witcher 3 and all DLCs, and only put out like, I don't know, 5 or 6 Subnautica videos, right? And then I was like, well, shit, I can't do that again. And then I don't remember what the hell I played after that, but it was similar. Like it was a similar problem where I was just, I started playing Let It Die. Okay, if you haven't played Let It Die, you have a PS4. It's pretty fun, right? It's free. If you like the difficult style games, like the Dark Souls style games, it's kind of like it. It's weird. It's hard to describe. You've probably seen videos of it. I watched Wooly from Two Best Friends Play stream it for a little bit, and I was like, oh man, this game is really cool. So I stopped watching that, and I got it. And that consumed my life for a while as well. I finally finished that, but as I finished that, or as I was working on finishing that, Nier Automata came out. And Nier, in my opinion, is one of that came out many years ago I got on Xbox 360, is one of the most underrated games, in my opinion, that Square has ever put out. It's post-apocalyptic. I love it. It's got crazy writing, and just all kinds of weird endings and whatever. So Nier Automata came out, and I was like, well, fuck, now I have to play Nier Automata. And I recorded all of that. So those have been going up for the last couple weeks if you guys have been watching the channel. So let's take a look at this. I should have a whole bunch of pages, regardless of whether or not I actually went to each planet and whatever. So I recorded all of Nier Automata, and I started putting those out. But after I finished Nier Automata, I went back to Let It Die and finished that. And then immediately the day after, went out and bought Horizon Zero Dawn. I cannot tell you or like explain or gush enough about how amazing Horizon is. I even started to record Horizon and then decided I just wanted to play it. You know, I wanted it to be one of those games where I played while I was rendering Nier stuff. And then that consumed my life, and I finished that in a week. 100% platinumed it, everything. And then after that, I went back to Let It Die. Even though I finished the game, I'm still like grinding out some stuff, which is dumb. I have 58 million. Okay. So that's the thing. Like, I wanted to do Elite videos because I know you guys love it, and that's kind of what made the channel where it is right now. And it's all because of you guys and whatnot. And I think that's awesome, and I absolutely appreciate it. But it's not, you know, it wasn't a, oh man, I don't want to do Elite anymore. It's just things kept coming out that I wanted to play, and I made a dumb decision to where I was like, I'm going to play these games while I'm rendering and not record them. And it just turned into, these games are so damn good that I just want to play them. So I'm done with Let It Die. I was done with Final Fantasy 15, although I did make a very well-received guide for Final Fantasy 15 that did really well for me and made me say, why don't I just do guides all the time? But there's not enough like new stuff coming out to make guides all the time, so it's obviously not what I'm going to do. But okay, so I finished that. I finished The Witcher 3. Oh, and I forgot to say, after I finished The Witcher 3, I went back and I replayed the first, I played the first Witcher because I'd never played it, and I replayed the second Witcher just because I absolutely love that series. The first one is it didn't age that well, although it's still pretty cool. The combat system is dumb, but The Witcher 2 is an amazing game as well. So I finished that whole series. Then I finished. I played the hell out of Let It Die. I finished that. I finished Nier Automata. I finished Horizon, which I still actually might replay and do a series of because it's so fucking good. But now that I'm done with all that shit, the last like 2 days, I've just been watching videos. I haven't really been making anything. I've just been editing Nier Automata videos and then watching things. So I was like, you know what? While I'm watching stuff, I'm going to make my way back toward the bubble because I was still about 8,000 light years out. And I knew that if I didn't just sit down and do it, I was never going to do it. So this is the product of that decision. I am now back in the bubble. I've actually got some crazy ideas that I want to do. First of all, as soon as I'm done selling all this shit, I'm going to transfer my ships to Cooper Survey because one of you guys a long time ago were right. And T-Home, which is my preferred place to hang out, is not controlled by the Empire. So fuck T-Home for a while until we can get that, you know, their influence back up or whatever. So I'm going to transfer all my shit to Cooper Survey, and then I am going to exclusively fly my Diamondback Scout. That's just what I'm going to fly forever. Unless I can't kill a goddamn thing in it. But I'm going to trick it out. I'm going to engineer the shit out of it. It's going to be awesome. And I'm excited. But I'm going to be doing like dumb little videos. And And while I'm still going to be just playing the game and making videos of me playing the game, it's probably not going to be daily. But and I know I've said this before, and it's why I said this earlier in the video. It will be regular, and I promise you this time. It will be, because I'm back in the bubble, and the reason that I couldn't hold that promise last time is because I was out of the bubble, and it was just like so difficult to come up with things to talk about. Although a lot of shit has happened, where in the world and all that stuff, it's just not something I wanted to do. I made that political video, and I instantly regretted it. I didn't take it down because I'm not that type of guy. I don't take my shit down. I stick by it. But I will never, ever, ever make another political video unless some crazy shit happens. But it probably won't be on Elite anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. But I'm not in the bubble anymore. I can go back to just doing fun things in the game, other than jumping from star to star and then sitting at a star while I refuel. And I hope you guys understand that. But we're not going to get into any of that stuff in this video because I've been talking for so long. I'm pretty sure that it's probably time for me to wrap it up. But what I'm going to do is probably speed up this right here and see how much I actually made. So here's the speed up. All right. Well, I didn't make nearly as much as I needed to make to get Elite. But I mean, I had 58 million, now I have 74 million. It's not too shabby, you know what I mean? So, let's go ahead. Now, there's a lot of new things also that I am going to have to figure out, or have you helpful sons of bitches, tell me about. Like the crew lounge. Obviously, there's nothing I can do here because I don't have any crew slots, but it is a cool thing that I could probably plug into this bad boy. But, and the passenger lounge, I guess, is that for taking passenger missions? I don't know. I heard about those too and how they're pretty lucrative. I probably missed the boat on that. But let's get out of here. Oh, wait, no, let's not get out of here. How do I get my ships here? I will have to figure that out. Oh, do I have any? Oh, look at that. I don't have any combat bonds. Oh, I have legacy fines. Huh. Well, let's pay those, I guess. And I guess I'll have to figure out where I can... Oh, I already redeemed them. All right. I'll figure this out, but the point is, guys, I'm back. I'm back in the bubble. It's time to tear this shit up. I have been Commander RestlessCorpse, and I am out this piece, and I hope that you guys are excited, as I am, for more videos. Take it easy, everybody.
Eject. 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 Eject.